Renaissance Academy. This is Ariana Queenan with Charles Barkley, obviously. I know you guys are super excited to meet him, but I have a couple questions just to ask him so we can learn a little bit more. Not only about how he feels about our future and our dreams, but other things that he can let us know about life too. So, why did you come to Renaissance Academy in particular?
Well, I met one of the teachers and we just started talking about education. And one of the things I told her about, education is a really big deal to me. You know, I'm doing some things down in Alabama to try to, I really stress education. And one of the biggest problems with education is financial. So, what I did was I gave my high school $1 million, my college $1 million at another school in Alabama. And she thought that was impressive. So I was like, I'd be glad to come talk to the kids.
So what is one thing that you would want everybody to take out of your lesson today?
Well, it's hard for kids to think about the future, because, well, first of all, most people live in the moment. But kids are probably the worst at thinking about the future. And what you do now will dictate your future. You don't wake up one day and say, I think I'll be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a teacher, fireman, policeman. What you do, I call school your foundation. I'm not talking about college, because once you go to college to get a career, but the stuff you do when you're younger, that's your base, that's your academic base. I'll tell people, you don't wake up one day and say, hey, I think I'll start making A's right now. And the analogy I use is, let's say a guy is big and strong. He didn't just wake up one day big and strong. There's a lot of running, a lot of weightlifting and things like that. So I try to tell kids to use that same analogy. Like your brain is like a muscle. You have to keep lifting and lifting and lifting.
Well, thank you. One other question I have for you is, how did you feel as though you managed to stay within the sports industry and stay relevant even after you played basketball?
Well, that was actually a surprise, to be honest with you. I hadn't thought about doing commentating, to be honest with you. But what happened was, one of my mentors, Dick Ebersol, ran NBC. And he says, I think that you would be good on television. I said, well, number one, I was still playing. So I said, I really haven't thought too much about my future. He says, but you need to think about it. And then that's the first time it crossed my mind. And I've been just lucky and blessed to continue it now. I've actually done it a lot longer than I thought I was going to do it. I just finished my 11th year. And I really didn't think, it's so funny, we joke around and work all the time. Because when I took the job, I said, I'm going to do this for 3 years, then y'all on your own. Now 11 years later, I just signed a new 6-year contract, so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh, that's very exciting. So do you plan on creating a program out of this, traveling around the country and visiting schools and letting kids know about their future? No, not really. No, not really. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually getting involved with a new television station called Queenan. It's really, there's a black term called kinfolk. And we want to do positive black programming. There's enough trashy black television on television and a lot of this stupid reality show stuff. What I want to tell these kids, especially the black kids, your education, your self-esteem, and your pride, they're really important and significant. The way you carry yourself, because if you carry yourself bad, people are going to treat you bad. You have to demand more of your friends around you. You don't want to be hanging out with any riffraff. So we're trying to make it really positive television for some of these young kids. Thank you. Thank you so much, Charles Barkley. I'm very appreciative, and you heard it from him first. You have to demand respect to get respect. Focus on your future.